Sorry about that, guys. That was just kind of a, like I say, more tech problems. If once I figure out how to merge videos, I'm gonna do that. That was just a tech problem. Mistake. It happens. But yes, Van Rokel was the only person we could figure out that could actually, those shots he used, because you had like the limited energy and you could kind of charge it up, but still you had this rage mode you could go into, and you had infinite energy where you could use your special abilities infinitely until it ran out. And that was the only way we even found any way possible, because Paragon had this ability where I would just start, I would hit the ground with a blade and let these string of bombs would come out, and if you touch them they explode, and I could trap you in a corner with them and just keep throwing them out, and I could throw them out in angles so I could trap you so you couldn't go nowhere. I tried that. It just, that dude was powerful. That thing was powerful. Like, I just could not do it. And the strongest she was, because she was an Amazon warrior. She was an Amazon warrior. That's how she, Van Rokel had stole her. Van Rokel had stole her from, what did he do? Van Rokel had stole her, basically. He stole her from her hometown. Basically, get on this thing and just let it carry you up to the top. I should be able to go to the Death City Mayfield now. So now I could just go back down and we go back to the other part. But yes, that's how we all figured that out. Like, we had so many things. We were always trying to find ways of beating his characters, because he used to have some really good characters. But there was this game called Urban Reign. We used to love this game. Oh man, Urban Reign was such a good game. That game was amazing. We literally used to sit back and do dumb stuff in that game all day. What we're gonna do is throw that away, because I don't need a spirit potion. I probably could use this attack item. Gravity Grabber. That is a powerful earth attack, not a multi attack. In fact, just touch me so I can go back down to the what's the name. But yeah, it was Urban Reign. Was basically, it was a game made by Namco, so the people that made Tekken. I was pretty good at that. Now, there was some people, you had a range of characters, you had different clansmen. Basically, it was how you took a city over. And I'm telling you, that game could be so hard, because there was a guy named Brad in it. He was the main character. Brad was basically, he could do just about everything. He was good in everything. He was a fighter. That's who you play with during the story. But then you had people like, you had some real people like who are these fighters? You had people like Napalm. They used to do this dumb attack we used to call the Napalm stretch. It was hilarious. If I'm not mistaken, when you fight these guys right here with the books, I think they're called professors. Kill them fast. I think they can do a lot of different status effects that will be annoying. Yep, and their win element. Kill them fast. But yeah, it was so funny when we used to just play the game and we would just do so much dumb stuff, have triple threats. There was this guy named Tong Yoon that Mr. Penn used to play with, and it was funny. Because when Penn played with him, it was so cool, because he would he mimicked one of our favorite martial artists, Tony Jaa, because he was a top fighter. And I think he was a leader of his own gang, I think. He was really strong. And then I used to play with this guy named Golem. Golem was like one of the big guys in the game. And Golem used to crack me up, because he used to have this giant swing that if you let it, because after you beat the game, you got this ability where you could just hit like L1 and max out everybody's stats so they could be even, because some of the weaker characters don't stand a chance against people like Golem, Brad, or anybody that's got like high. And then you got Law, think that's martial law in the game. Him and Paulus are characters you can unlock in the game. So when they play, they got the Phoenix Crusher, they got all the attacks, but basically you want to even them out. And basically they had like this little body thing on it, like on old wrestling games. Let's see. No, like old wrestling games, it was something else. Cause like you had the little body thing to show you what was really hurt on them, and if you really hurt something, like let's say if I hurt your body and turn it red, when it turns red, it's going to. No, yeah, we're going to the Signet Spear. So basically, it hits. I think I might have to come back here, but I'm not mistaken. In fact, hold on, let me look this up real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. I think I might have looked this up. I know I screenshotted all of this. Nope, not that one. That's a new screenshot. I know I screenshotted this, but where are they? Oh, probably farther down, because I got a few things. Yep, here we go. Yep, I'm gonna have to go back to this. We're gonna have to come back through here so I can go to the Dev City Mayfield. That's gonna be the last area before we go. So so let's go to the let's go to the Signet Spear. Yes, if you hasn't noticed, there is a boss fight coming. If you have talismans and you want to use them, please equip them, because these bosses, they can do. It's 3 of them, and they can be a collective. One of them can do an instant death attack, so you know what to do. Actually, I might actually turn those guards off because I have that code too. The code to get to Mayfield is actually 410. Excuse me. Now, I know I'm belching a lot. I just finished eating a piece of chocolate cake and some milk. It was actually real good. You can also turn off all the counters in the city too. 659 will turn off that code number. Will turn off all. It will turn off all the what's the names? What do you call them things? They will turn off all the guards so you won't get sent to jail anymore. You can also turn off the encounters too if you want to. That's code is 666. Yep. So yes, now all of this is happening. So basically, good old daddy has guilty. Good old daddy has screwed with this too. So now basically Zeke is making it to where he's trying to put things in front of us to slow us down. I think we played Urban Reign once before when we were younger. Let's see, come Wingly excuse Vector, Celibus, and Cubilla. It's hard pronouncing that name a bit sometimes, but of course they have my favorite boss thing. That guy in the middle can grow and he can become pretty big. This thing is Dark Element, but please be careful. This is the one that can do instant death attacks when it dies, and Celibus can heal them, so be very careful. Oh, so that didn't work. So what we're going to do is I really don't even need to use speed up. They all are Dark Element, it looks like, so if you got light attacks, use them. Yep, they're all dark. I think Flash Ball, that's a thunder attack. But y'all know what time it is. Go on throw the Psych Bomb at them. This is going to do a lot of damage to them. I can tell you now, if you use the power down item and then the power up item, with Miranda, she can do so much damage with this attack. Like that would have did literally quadruple with it. You could have almost one-shotted them. So this thing with the white wings, just like I say, be careful because that thing can heal them. So that's the thing you want to get rid of first. Somebody is gonna die in this battle, nor do I care because we'll be alright. So Celibus, we're gonna keep attacking. I'm gonna get rid of you first because that's the thing. My bad, guys. Stupid things on my screens messing with my phone. So this might be the last part of this video. But I forget what. Is this a magic attack? I forgot what this do. Well, let's find out. Oh, just damage. Yes, he actually uses a pair of scissors to cut you. It's funny when he grows. I can tell you that now. It's hilarious. I can actually show you. I don't think I ever showed y'all Gravity Grabber. But yeah, basically, we used to play and we used to do all this dumb stuff. We would taunt, and we all had a different. Each game was like you had the thugs in the city. You had the yakuza. You had you had some other gang members. Napalm was the leader of the big guys. I used to play with a thing. His name was DR88 because they actually had wrestlers in there. They had grapplers. Well, they had wrestlers. They had people who martial artists. They had, just actually pretty cool. Okay, so I did not see that happening. So Dart is the only one that is not confused. I honestly did not know they could do this. I killed these things by the end because I had that power up item. See that? 1200 HP. We can't be doing that. Now note, she doesn't heal herself. Do I have any mind purifiers? Yep, I got one. So throw that on rolls. She's more useful to me. Kill this thing, please. Just kill it, please. Just kill it with fire. Now you see why I say get rid of this thing first. It's annoying. But yeah, that was crazy because DR88 used to use a choke slam, and that was like his attack I used to love. Oh, here's an instant death attack right here. Good, kill Hashel so I can bring her back to life. He does this when he dies. See, can't combat, so definitely literally kill him ASAP. So what next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kill that thing next. He's got to die. Rose's spells are useless in this battle, so don't use them. Let's see. Let's go ahead and use a healing fog on. No, we actually gonna wait a bit. So actually, what we about to do is put a speed up on Mr. Hashel. So speed up. Let's go, Mr. Hashel. I'm about to use his Dragoon magic. That's why I say you don't want to go into your Dragoons all the time. That's why I don't. Because that instant death attack will work on you while you're in the Dragoon form. I think if you kill the other two, that's when the other one, he can grow to larger. I think that's what triggers him to grow. But yeah, it was like we used to play, and we'd go at it all the time. We play with each gang member. I never play with anybody from the mafia, not the yakuza, because I didn't really care for none of those characters. But some of them, one of them used to use the rock bottom. DR88 used the choke slam. The giant swing was used by Golem. And guy Glenn that Puff used to play with used to do an F5, and it was so crazy because he would always grab it and he would just go with the jump with this, he'll twist all the way up in there. It was such a fun game. Like that was that game we used to love that game back in the day. We like y'all could only imagine. But I could take y'all back to them times. We was doing that, or we used to sit around and play. Because the junior year is like if we did hang out on Friday, which is rare, but we would go to Puff's house. Saturday we was at Puff's house. Sunday we was at Dave's house all the time playing the game. And it was funny because every time we went over Dave's house, if he was ever losing, because he was really competitive in games, if he was ever losing at a game, what was funny was him and one of his brothers would get into an argument all the time, and it used to be so hilarious. They were like, literally, we had so much fun back then. Oh, he might be dead. That's probably why he's doing this attack, because the minute he dies, he uses this attack, and he's killing Dark. Figure. So now everybody should be safe from any. I think this other guy, when he grows, he can do the instant death attack. I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Don't quote me because I really don't remember. I think I'm just over leveled at this point right now because I'm making quick work of these guys. Like I always say, I may make quick work of these guys, but that's because I know what to expect. I don't think we have any other crazy stories. How we used to practice with each other. Me, Puff, and Dave used to practice with each other back in, we go to the park and we spar with each other and fighting. And we used to do all this crazy stuff because there used to be a game called Dead or Alive. For those who don't know what it is, it was like all about counter, and I did like Dave had kicked at me. And I grabbed him and just threw him down, and he started, Puff made so much fun of him. Because he was kept talking about that was a DOA counter I hit him with. There was also this, man, he's already almost dead too? Well, I guess he ain't gonna grow. Maybe I am over level. But, it was so fun. It was so funny. And that's just how simple that is to clean them up. 12,000 experience. A lot of people don't get a level up. And okay, it's like Rose and Hassel still didn't get a level up off of that, but you know you got more boss fights coming. I say get all the experience you can, because when you get to Mayfield, oh yeah, that's when it's gonna get real. So you know you can always heal yourself. So of course I'm going to do that since Dart did get a level up. So kill and breeze everybody, get them back to full strength. I try not to. I mean I could literally make this faster. I might just go turn off all the guards just to make it simpler. And it was highly funny because it was really funny because we used to play when we used to do that type of stuff. When we all got together, like the whole crew got together, that means my big brother, Big Dog, and his other his guys would come together. We'd all meet up and we'd go to the park, and oh my god, we used to have so much fun because me and Puff was always like the people that was up to something. So basically we would do this crazy thing where we would try to pick somebody up, and what we used to do is call running off with them. We used to get that from what's that, the game I was talking about, the Urban Reign. Basically, like if let's say I was playing with Golem, if I was doing like a running power slam, I could do it and just do like the regular move, or when I picked you up for the move, I could actually hit X and run with you. And if I hit a wall, he'll hit you against the wall, and then he'll do a power slam after it to combo. Or he'll just do a running slam that'll do more damage. Now, when we used to do that, we used to do this to Dave. We picked him up by both his legs. He was trying so hard to spin us around. Talking about he was trying to He was trying to flip us over. I'm like, Cal, you ain't doing that. Well, Dave, you ain't. He like, you can't do that, man. It was funny. And I mean, it was really hilarious. It was funny because then when we tried to run off with him, what did we do? When we ran off with him, it was hilarious because when we had him, the other James that we know, or Jug as we refer to him as, him, my brother Big Dog, and all of them, I really just don't use their nick. I know they probably don't care if I use their real names, but I just use their nicknames just because I don't know them, but I don't want to be giving up everybody's name like that. But yeah, it was like Big Dog and all of them. We grabbed him. I think we gave him like a 4-man 3D. It was funny. Okay, so this is a revision of a login. Yes. State the number article. So first digit 6 5 and 9. I'm probably gonna handle the last one off screen. That code is 410 to get to Mayfield. So basically, I can turn off. This turns off everything. 659 will turn off everything. That'll turn off the guards, so you don't have to worry about them. I'm gonna turn these guys off. I'm probably just gonna do it off screen so I can get to Mayfield, because like I say, that's when the annoyance is gonna be. But yeah, it's gonna be incredibly funny because when we was in the park, we kept trying to get Penn with it, but he was on it every time, and he was not. He would not. He just was not having it. And I mean that literally. He was just not having it. And it was funny because he was like the nerdiest one out of us. And the worst part was, he was so much stronger than me. Like, I literally thought I was strong. I tried to put him in a master lock, and that dude literally just pushed me. He just broke that crap, and just pushed me off him. I'm like, what's going on here? Like, he overpowered me easily. Even when I think I became like 16, because he's 3 years older than me, I couldn't even do it. I could not overpower him. He was always talking about he was weak. He was just a guy, he just didn't have a lot of confidence in himself. If he did, I guarantee you that dude would have been a monster. I'm pretty sure now I could probably overpower him. Because if you guys haven't noticed, I pride myself on my physical strength now. Because I've been so physically weak, and it was just like, it's just funny sometimes. Oh. Yeah, it was like, it'd be hilarious, and just the stupid stuff we do as kids. Oh, don't ever get me started on Puff, because I mean, it's just a lot of this stuff anyway. Because I can talk about it while I'm in games like this, because it doesn't really have any sounds. I might be able to talk about some stuff in Dragon Quest when I start it, so it would crack me up so much, because there used to be this group called what were they called? What they called Nerd. Basically, who doesn't know Pharrell Williams, he had a group called Nerd. Nerd, and they had made the song called Time for Some Action, and if everyone listen to it, go for it. We used to always have a recording to where Puff would do this crazy thing where he would put this he would put a sheet on his head and he would dance to it. I mean, we used to laugh at him all the time doing that. It was like a skit that I probably wanted to do eventually. Like, it was like one of the little silent things where they don't talk, and we just who it is. We used to have so much fun back then. My life was, I'll tell you this, I had to really say, as much crap I had to deal with in life, I really did meet some really great people. And I did have some fun times. So I don't want to sit here and be like all boring everybody with all, oh man, my life was so terrible. Yeah, I had a lot. I basically tell a story when it's applicable. If that'll make sense, because we used to struggle. Like I used to have them. Cracking up because I used to have them. We used to laugh all the time because it's just stuff we used to do. We was like but when we got together, there was no such thing as something not being fun. We always had fun. This is actually gonna make the speed process up a lot. I could probably do this on screen. This is how fast I can get this done, because now that that's done, now I can just run through here simply. I don't have to worry about going back to jail. This was, I mean, we had fun in terms of, I can't say I only dated 2 women, because I did technically date a girl in high school that used to go to school with Puff, and his then girl, Alicia, no, Silky is her name. That's what they call her. I don't know why they do, but that's what happens, as you can see now. And when they dated, basically they went to a different high school than I did at that time. So junior year, this girl was always, she had every class with Puff, and she was always bothering him, always bothering him, and got to a point where his girl Silky actually wanted to fight her so badly, because she was starting rumors and she was always coming around. Now, no, I was just taking one for the team, because I was trying to be a homie. But I felt like, why would I keep going with it? Because she basically was just one of those, when I was talking to her, she still was trying to get after him so badly. And I was like, what's the point? Like, I was supposed to be taking her mind off of him, but of course that didn't happen. I even went to their homecoming. Literally sometime I don't even have to write my book now. I'll probably write other ones, because I do have a whole plan for that too, because I got like a whole group of characters I've created. Oh man, I got a whole thing. But I think for the autobiography, I think this will probably be it. I'll just be the guy that just tells y'all all the stories from me doing what I do. I'm just gonna tell y'all my stories here. Like I say, you guys, somebody viewing might have a question about, they may have questions about anything that they're going through in life, and I might be able to help them, because I'm a person, like I said, when you got terrible stuff going on with your emotions and things of that nature is making you, like, don't hold that in. I'm a person, even if you have to talk to somebody like me, I'll tell everybody, like, literally, you can talk to me. It ain't that bad. I'll talk to you about literally anything. Even if I don't have to say anything, I'd want to make sure everybody is okay. I wouldn't want nobody else to feel bad or feel like they feel worthless, because I've been there, and I would never want anybody to have to deal with that. So if you guys ever had that problem, and I always say, talk to somebody you trust, somebody you know, a friend. Like, just don't hold that stuff in, because it can really be bad for y'all, and you don't want to end up in a hospital like me. I burned through 13 years of emotion and probably about 4 months, and I was also going through the stuff I had with my mom about her possibly having cancer in 2021. So yes. Oh, we're going 4, 1, 0. Wait, what the Wait. Hold on. Something just wasn't right with that. Hold on, y'all, because I know for sure I just entered the right code. He just told me to get. He just told me, he's like, nah, you just go ahead and walk yourself home. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is go out and come back in. So we're gonna go out and we're gonna come back in and try to reset that. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to my best to balance stories out so you kind of have like some good and some bad. Like I told you, I've had some of both. When I talk about bipolar, a lot of times it starts off in adolescence, or it starts off at the end of adolescence. So basically, it can start as early as I think mine really started in like my junior year, because I really got diagnosed with bipolar depression, but it's always the same thing. It's basically, the depression part is you can go from being nice to being let's see, this is original login. Yes. Alright. Okay, so I think I might have to do something else. I have to make a new law. So I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna come back in. So this was like, it was so crazy. Y'all have no idea how crazy it could have been in life. It was always, I could always look to my friends, but I know they got tired of me after a while, because I really didn't know how to control myself. So this is the first time in life I actually feel like I have complete control over who I am. I'm not afraid of anything. I'm not scared. I'm just like, literally, I'm like, I stood in the face of that gun and I was like, I wasn't afraid. It scared the crap like that. It shocked me. Okay, so okay, so why is it not letting me go? Why is it not letting me do what I need to do? Hold on, let's look at this again. I don't know why I gotta keep going through this. Okay, so martial law. Okay, we're gonna try this once more. If not, I'm gonna revise the whole thing with the I'm gonna do this crap off screen. So, because we're under martial law, so let me turn the guards back on. Because if that's happened, I'm just gonna do this off screen. That way y'all don't have to sit back and watch me run through all of this. I'm gonna try to turn the guards back on. Let me see. 6, 5, 9. Yep, looks like I'm gonna have to turn that back on first. So, yep. So without further ado, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to end the video here, because I don't want you guys to have to worry about watching me do all of this stuff. So with that being said, this is James the Whole Show signing off. Love you guys. I hope you enjoy the videos. See you next time. Peace.